Cash, all the way from Houston, Texas. The infamous. Making his New Jersey debut. He appeared for Severe Violent Nature. I believe it was on a joint show with our friends from Loco Wrestling in the Houston area. Now he's in there with Ken Dixon. Look at those shorts on Ken Dixon. I'm going to have to ask Larry Legend about those when Larry gets back. Oh, there he is. Killer Cash. He's a big man. He's not afraid to fight. He'll fight you in the locker room. He'll fight you in the streets, Larry. But what I was going to ask you about was, what are your thoughts on Ken Dixon's shorts, Larry?
I said to referee Nick Shin, he's so sexy. As he was walking around the ring, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of it at all. Bring the jorts out. It's springtime, baby.
Yes. Springtime is jort season. For some people, jort season is all year long, and I have the feeling you might see Ken Dixon chopping wood on Christmas morning, covered in snow.
Yeah, in those jorts.
In those jorts only.
He's known as Big Papa Joppa down in Baltimore, where he's from, but Houston, they be sitting on 4-4s, wrapped in 4-4s.
You know how they do in Houston, man, and Killer Cash, proud to represent Houston. It was his standout performance on a past SVN show in Houston that got him that plane ticket, Larry.
Indeed.
That got him to debut here in New Jersey.
Oh, but Big Dixon said, don't you dare turn your back on me, big boy.
And that Killer Cash is a giant-sized man, but Dixon's got the strength, and he's got the tan, and Larry, as you noted, he's got the muscularity and the jortastic outfit.
I couldn't even take my eyes off of him as he was walking around the ring, but KG, I couldn't take my eyes off Killer Cash.
Look at the power of Cash, making it look easy.
Just a mountain of a man. Oh, and that's what I mean. With all those muscles, you run into a man that size, you're bouncing off of him.
Dixon shorts drawing the attention of some of our ringside fans, and probably Dixon shorts will be trending on social media once the show is seen by the...
You know, if I was him, I'd put those jorts on eBay.
Those jorts might have to go in the Smithsonian.
They might fetch a pretty penny. I wouldn't mind getting my nose in. Well, you know what? Let's focus on the fight here.
Yeah. On the jorts. And Killer Cash, Larry, I started to say earlier, one of the more interesting people to follow on social media.
Woo.
Very open, very direct is Killer Cash.
Now that was smart there. Dixon stomped right on his hands. You can't ball up your fist or execute a tomahawk chop with broken fingers.
Indeed. It's a lot harder to do even a body slam, Larry, or a super play.
Oh, Dixon just using his own momentum to push Big Killer Cash, the infamous one, to the outside.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Larry, but I think that it's Dixon has a little bit more seasoning, a little more seniority.
Yes. I've known him for many years. Seen him come up in the ranks, and right there, a smart maneuver, chop blocking him on the outside.
Killer Cash feeling that welcome to the East Coast vibes.
Indeed. You see what Dixon is doing right now? He's chopping him down to size by isolating those limbs, the legs, the arms, the hand. Look again. Smart wrestling.
It's been a lot of smart wrestling tonight in a lot of different styles.
Yeah.
And no one's afraid to use that ringside area. The ringside area seemingly as popular as the in-ring area for fighting tonight.
Well, I mean, it's severe violent nature. Didn't really get the resounding gunshot that we wanted out of that. Oh, but Cash. Here we go. He's a killer. Here we go.
A street fighter, a big hoss. In there with Dixon.
And when you're in there with Dixon, you better give him your all, because he's going to bring it.
Absolutely, and if you don't give it your all, you're going to be looking at the lights. Dixon.
Once again, trying to climb that tree.
And closing the gap. Oh, man, he got caught.
In between the post and all of the girth. The mass of the infamous Killer Cash. What's this?
Killer Cash wisely pulling the foot out from under Ken Dixon, and Ken Dixon's shiny bald head careens off that solid steel ring frame in the Garden State.
Oh, and Dixon just sticking that boot right in the ear of Killer Cash.
I see what you did there.
And maybe he was watching Gulak earlier, executing one of those propelled stomps using the ropes.
Love it. Bruno Sammartino style.
Indeed.
Fans starting to chant for Dixon.
And Dixon better stay on him now. Don't talk to Nick Shin.
Yeah, you talk to Nick Shin after the show or on social media. I wouldn't waste time talking to him right at this moment.
No, not at all. Not when you're in there with a killer.
Killer Cash.
And I think he's making him mad now.
Look at the size of this guy. Cash quick with the hands. You're setting him up, Larry.
Oh, but Dixon blocked it.
Shows you the power of Dixon, able to block all of that massive power.
Ooh, and a swinging neck breaker.
Love to see it. Dixon took the big man down, but Dixon himself needs a moment to recover, Larry.
Time-tested maneuver, making him shake, rattle, and roll.
Wow. Huge vertical leap followed by a devastating elbow drop. Could be it for the big Texan.
What a cover there. You saw Dixon with that wide base. Able to use his legs to drive his pectorals down onto Killer Cash and tried to keep him down.
Now he's stalking his prey, Larry. Ken Dixon begging Killer Cash to get back to his feet. And they definitely make him bigger in Texas. There's been a lot of tough wrestlers from Texas, but Texas may not be able to overcome the power of that Baltimore area.
Hey, you know, Baltimore, the Wire, we're known for scrapping, for fighting, and for getting violent. That's why Ken Dixon is right back here in SVA.
The same state that brought us Luke Gallows also brought us Ken Dixon. Two of my favorite bald wrestlers.
Yeah, a lot of greats from Baltimore. Tori Amos, John Waters.
Icons of entertainment. And both of these guys are fighting to be spoken about in the same air, in the same breath. These guys want the world to know their names, and they're willing to risk it all to get there right here, right now, Larry, on Soul Screaming.
You said it all, Kevin Gill. And so far, I mean, this has been a pretty even matchup as well.
Man, had like a full Nelson there, and he was driving Dixon's head into the top turnbuckle. Dixon could be out. Oh, God, if he wasn't out before, he's out now. Big splash. So close.
Kick out. Hella elevation on that splash as Killer Cash brought him down. And now just choking him out.
Killer Cash don't take checks, Larry.
No, he don't.
He's just here to fucking kick ass.
Big Cat don't take no checks.
What a pleasure it is to have you here at the commentary table, Larry, especially in my weakest hour.
You know what, KG? I hope I'm filling you with a lot of that love and affection that you need to carry you through. I'm here for you, brother. I know you'd have my back if I was in that situation, but right now, the situation is Killer Cash just pulling at the beard.
Trying to just literally unscrew the head of Ken Dixon. Trying to pop his head off like he was an action figure.
Oh, God!
It's tearing, Larry.
Just pulling at his nostrils, his mouth.
Killer Cash trying to plot his next move. He's feeling battle weary.
You know what? He better stay on Ken Dixon, because Ken Dixon didn't come to the St. Michael's Mutual Club to lose.
Ooh, big boot.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dixon got it up high. There's another one.
Another one walked right into a second. Wait a minute, getting some leverage.
Dixon with the top rope clothesline.
Hooked him with that line.
I'm sorry, my fever may have caused me to say that was a top rope clothesline.
Oh, second rope, but he almost, it was like he took from the top rope.
He leapt higher than the top rope when he delivered it. I'll tell you, man, Dixon continues to impress. This is his second showing in Severe Violent Nature. But Killer Cash, as we know, traveled a long way. Look out! Black hole fucking slam.
Good God! Call it the black hole slam, the deep six, the boss man slam, and wasn't able to get the job done.
Call it what you will.
It's one of my favorite maneuvers ever. And I love when a big man the size of Killer Cash gets that full rotation on his opponent and drives him down to the mat.
That's what it's all about. Dixon trying to pull himself back up using those ropes, but he may inadvertently be positioning himself to be fucking crushed by Killer Cash.
Like a goddamn Mack truck!
Ooh. Cash not done, just lariating the shit out of him in that corner.
Nowhere for him to go.
Time after time, time and time again. Dixon's tangled up in the ropes, Larry. This is a biblical style ass whipping being unleashed at the moment by Killer Cash.
And Killer Cash better stay on him. He's infamous in Houston, but this is the Garden State. He better stay on him right now. I think he has him in a weakened state. He might be able to put this one away.
Dixon's on spaghetti legs. Killer Cash. Whoa,
oh, God!
Redefining power slam. You know what kind of power it takes, Larry, to get over a big man like that?
And the way that he twisted his hips.
That's the secret sauce of the power slam.
And look at that. 3 pin attempts in a row. Last one he hooked both of those big ham hock legs.
Trying to wear down his opponent as if it wasn't bad enough.
The one thing I gotta say is that both of these competitors are spending a lot of time jaw-jacking and glad-handing when I think they should stay on the opposition. This match may have been over.
Ken Dixon now stepping out of the ring.
Oh, and getting some weaponry. Getting some straight ultra-violent fuckery.
Got a steel chair. Killer Cash.
And he knows how to wield a piece of steel. Look at those jorts.
Oh my God, Killer Cash punching right through the steel chair, Larry.
Punched right through that steel chair. Sounded like a goddamn howitzer.
Crowd is coming alive here for Killer Cash. Good
Oh, God damn it.
Shout out to Stan Hansen, Lariato.
Yes, indeed.
Traveled a long way to New Jersey to show the world he's not just a Houston-based phenomenon. He wants to take this shit worldwide. And it was a very impressive Ken Dixon trying to do his very best. But it wasn't enough to take out a killer.